mày nói chạy trước đi đã. Còn lại mình cắt rồi cũng được rồi. Okay. Hi, we are
Sulphurous Ethanol,
and we are a team of 3 students from Ho Chi Minh City. We have participated in several online debate tournaments, namely Maple the Novice Debate Championship and the Debate, in which we took part in the English division.
As debater, we believe that debating isn't just some kind of high school hobby, but instead it provides essential skills that much needed later in life and especially in daily life. Therefore, we believe in Margaret Hefferman's quote, "For good ideas and innovation, you need human interaction, conflict, argument, and debate." First up, I'm going to give you some foundational definition. Conflict, debate, and human interaction interchangeably refer to a competitive or casual act of discussion involving opposite sides. True innovation and good ideas are defined as those that are revolutionary, helpful, and especially inclusive, that cause great positive changes and least problem possible. Next up, I will define the 3-step process of ideating and innovating. First, we seek for the problem, then come up with ideas and innovation to solve them. Lastly, we perfect those ideas and innovation. Only after those 3 steps would there be true innovations and good ideas. This process will be later talked on. We present our case with 2 arguments. The first one states that conflicts help with finding underlying problem. Our second argument discusses on how these conflicts help improve those ideas and innovation. We ultimately want to prove that in every single step of generating good ideas and true innovation, we need human interaction, conflict, and debate.
And our first argument states that conflicts help with finding underlying problems. Firstly, debate, conflict, and human interactions are a chance for us to speak up about existing problems. There are almost always problems when you are working in a group. It is only a matter of whether someone would raise a question about the problem. However, sometimes we tend to not do that and keep all the worry and doubt to ourselves. This is because we are often afraid of conflict, because we want to keep good relationships with the people around us. We don't want to do things that will make others exclude us from the group. Sometimes, to satisfy this need, we need to keep silence or conform to the group, even if we oppose the group's big opinion, which could be harmful. When we do decide to interact, start a debate, spark conflict, or nó nhanh quá không có kịp. Nói lại từ đầu.
Không có nói lại từ đầu, nói tiếp đi. Lát cắt.
We decide. When we decide to interact, start a debate, spark conflict with other people, it breaks the silence and opens the line for communication between members of a group, because now there are different and opposing ideas and opinions clashing against each other. People feel that they are being challenged in a good way. Therefore, instead of being afraid and keeping silence, they will try to engage and discuss about whatever problems they have been hiding. So take the example of the current war back in the late 1800s between Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla. Edison's direct current in electricity was thought to be superior. Only after clashes did people realize that Tesla's alternating current has more benefits. So in conclusion, human interaction, debate, and conflict helps break this silence and negligence, so good ideas and true innovations will be born.
What's more, besides the problems that already exist, by debating, new problems that we have never thought of will emerge. Like normally, you don't spot these problems because you don't spend enough effort to think thoroughly. Like only when your point of view and your idea is being challenged and you engage in a serious debate would you spot those problems. Why? Because when you debate, you will get aggressive, right? And you will have the sense of competitiveness. You will feel the urge, the obligations to defend your case and to disprove the others to win. And this motivates your brain to function at its best, and normally you won't have this kind of motivation. In the process of critical thinking, you might spot some flaws, or mistakes in your case, in your reasoning system, and that can be attacked by the other side, and thus you will try to solve this. Like, why is this important? Why is spotting problems important? Because once the problems are spotted, we can have a good idea of what to solve. Otherwise, they would lie hidden and would undermine your ideas.
Our second argument states that conflicts help improve those ideas and innovations that we have in the first place. So the interaction between ideas and innovations from different people and different groups of people make the innovation more inclusive, thus make truer innovations. So how does this even happen? Through debates and interactions, humans share their opinions, their problems to one another. So new issues are introduced, discovered, and need to be solved. The innovators want their creations to be as helpful and inclusive as it can be. So they improve it. The more inclusive an innovation is, the truer it is as an innovation, because by definition, an innovation is the creation or development of a new product, process, or service with the aim of improving its effectiveness. Throughout history, different groups of people across the world have come up with game-changing innovations. For example, paper making and printing in China, electricity from the Western world, medical breakthroughs, to name a few. However, those innovations weren't limited to the borders of that nation or the peoples of that group. Over time, when these different peoples interacted with one another, their own innovations got introduced and improved to suit everyone else's needs. So what would happen if they hadn't interacted or clashed at all? Electricity wouldn't be as widely used in third world countries as today if the people from countries with electricity hadn't known that there were places without powering. And marriage for people in the LGBT community, for example, wouldn't be legalized if there hadn't been debates and conflicts for the rights of LGBT people in a certain country or area.
And human interactions, debates, and conflicts allow ideas and innovations to show its best potential because they are invested from more resources. Human interactions allows us to act collectively, sharing our personal resources and experience to have the most objective view to solve the problem as a whole. As you know, a problem in particular is always complicated and it includes a lot of aspects to consider, and the knowledge and experience of only a single individual cannot cover every aspect of the problem. Therefore, to acquire the best idea, the true innovation, it requires the creativity, the experience, the knowledge of people of different expertise. Imagine a discourse where everyone is working together to come up with the best solution. Like everyone already has an idea that they think will be most practical. However, because people are with different mindset and with different backgrounds and experience, they will have a definition of what is a good idea, and which means that a good idea may sound good to themselves but not to others. When we know that ideas can be subjective, how can we make good use of each person's idea? The answer is human interaction. With interaction, sharing, and discourse, the ideas of everyone will perfect each other. The strength of this person's idea can make up for the flaws of other person's idea. And because everything is nothing is perfect and everything can be improved, the idea will be better and better, will be improved, and eventually become something truly innovative.
In conclusion, generating a good idea and true innovation require debate, conflicts, and arguments for two reasons. It helps with spotting out hidden problems, and secondly, it makes use of the cultural diversity. Utilizing the benefits of conflicts would make people more productive in making better idea and true innovation, thus making the world revolutionary change in a great way.
Thank you.